Everyone, welcome to this video all about engagement in our Back to Basics module. So I want to talk to you about engagement. So we all know that when we post on Instagram, in fact, any social media platform really, that engagement is super important. There was a video I saw a couple of weeks ago by the head of Instagram, Masari, talking about that they were favoring videos that have been saved. So with that in mind, you might want to be creating reels and creating content and asking your audience to save your content. That's a little hint, a little strategy from me here right at the beginning of this video. But let's talk about engagement. Okay, so Instagram favors posts that have got comments, likes, shares, and as Masari said a few weeks ago, saves. Very super important. So when you're a beginner, a lot of accounts are pretty much dead. My account has been dead. If I've left it, if I've posted, if I've then gone a few days or even weeks or even months without posting, it can be as dead as a ghost town. But it is very possible to revive an old account, but that is a question for another day. We're talking here about engagement. So it's very possible to re-engage your account and to engage a brand new account. So you might be thinking, well, how do I engage my account when I've only got 50 followers, 30 followers, 100 followers? So this is what you can do, and it's called the strategic engagement strategy. Okay, don't tell anyone else. Shh, secret. Strategic engagement strategy means that it's a bit like having a car that is broken down, it's stuck in the road, and it's facing downhill and you can't get it started. What you can actually do is give it a push down the hill and it'll start rolling down the hill. You can then get in your car, and apparently you can then switch the engine on because it'll then start then, especially like if the battery is dead or whatever. And we're doing exactly the same thing with this strategic engagement strategy. So what you're going to do is you're going to post your amazing post on Instagram. Remember, the quality of your content is king, right? So you're focusing on quality. You're going to post your post on Instagram. You're going to create it with the fact in mind that Masari said, people saving your posts and sharing your posts is key. And then the strategic engagement strategy is we're going to then give it a little push, a little kickstart. So what we can do is you can like and save your own post. I didn't know this actually until very recently. And I've been on Instagram for years, but I was mostly a Facebooker. Now I'm an Instagrammer. So you can save your own post. I knew that you could like your own post. Yeah. But also, if you're like me, you've got multiple accounts. So you might have a business account and a personal account. Or now Instagram, at the current time of me recording this video, you're allowed to have 5 accounts. Now, if you're a beginner, I don't want you to have 5 accounts, but you might just set up all 5 blank accounts and just give them, a handle and a username or whatever. And what you can do is then, and this is what I do as well, you can go to your posts and you can like them, you can comment on them, and you can save them, okay? So that's one way of just getting a few comments at the beginning. Now, why would you want to do that? Why would you want to do that? Number one reason is, honestly, everybody is doing it to kickstart their posts. So would you really want to be the only person not doing it? Not the only person, but there's a lot, do you want them to have this strategy and you not to use it? So that's number one reason. Number two reason is humans are followers. We are a herd race, and we follow the crowd. So if we come across a post that has got no likes and no comments, we tend to, and you'll probably do the same, you tend to scroll past. If you come across a post that's got a million comments, you're like, whoa, what's this post? Everybody's loving it. And we want to sit there, in between those 2 points. We don't want our post going out with nothing on there. So what you can do, strategic engagement, is comment a few times on your own post, save it, like it, go to your other Instagram accounts, comment, like, and save on your post as well with your other accounts, whether you've got one other account or whether you've got 5. And then what you can do is actually send your post to your friends and family, your close friends, your close family. If you are in a community, in a business community, if you're in a networking community, if you're in our academy, You can buddy up with people. I don't really approve. No, it's not approve, but I don't really recommend that you start becoming a part of an engagement pod. I've been in an engagement pod in the past, and that's where you have to engage on each other's stuff. And it can, you know, drain you, and it can take up your whole day, like looking at who else has posted. So I don't recommend that you do engagement pods unless you really want to. But what you can do is just have a few buddies, friends, family, a few business buddies, like accountability buddies, to send your post to once you've posted it. And as soon as you see that post coming through, if you're the friend, you want to go and comment on it, like it, save it. And then just have a couple of people that you've got this agreement that you do this with each other's stuff. So you're commenting, you've got your comments, maybe 2 or 3, that are relevant to your caption that you created. Then you've got the ones from your other account or your other accounts. Then you've got your buddy, you've got your friends, you've got your family. So suddenly, you know, you could have 7, 8, 9, 10 comments on there really quite easily. And this is the strategic engagement that will then just kickstart that algorithm. You want to try and get those comments, likes, and saves as quickly as possible to the point at which you posted. And also, the next thing is I'd really like you to share your post to your stories, right? So why would we want to do that? Well, if you share your post to the stories, there's a little arrow when you go to your post, a little tiny arrow underneath it. Click on that arrow and it'll say, I think it says share to story. When you share it to your story over the next sort of 12 hours that your story is alive, well, it's alive for one day, people will see your story and it will say new post. You can put on there a few GIFs or GIFs, or put new post, click here. And so you're going to get extra traffic, extra attention from your post, from your story to your post. Now, what I'm just thinking here as I'm recording this, I've not actually put this in my notes, is you can actually use your secondary account or your third account to also go to your post and share it to their stories too. So that again is going to get more views, more likes, more people clicking on that post, more people coming to that post. This is a really great strategy, especially if you're a beginner. Nobody wants to come to an account that is a ghost town. Nobody really likes clicking on accounts and, you know, all the posts and then seeing 0 likes, 0 comments, you know. So, you know, just to encourage people to comment, encourage people to actually read your post, this is a really great kickstart. It's basically like a start, what is jump starting a car, isn't it? It's giving it some CPR. Now, if your content is crap, it's not a very good strategy, isn't it? Because people are going to see it, they're still not going to comment, they're still not going to like it. So if you do this strategy for 3 months, which you've got to do it consistently, you've got to keep going, you've got to not expect to see instant results. I need you to enjoy the journey and be in it for the long term. If people are not liking and commenting, even though you're doing this strategic engagement strategy, then you know there's something wrong with your content. Then we go back to the foundations module where we're doing the market research. We're researching what is actually the content that people like, what is trending content, what is the top content in your niche, in your industry. You must do these things if you're still not seeing traction from doing the jumpstart method. Okay, so hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you're going to go and take action on it. Remember the steps, take notes, watch the video again if you didn't take notes, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay.